I found a secret note from a secret person. This, with a Kit Kat, actually.
I want to be with you throughout the entire journey because you truly give me hope, and I want the best for you.
I'm a Wonder Woman, and I'm an amazing mother and an amazing CEO.
I mean, I know that you have a lot on your plate, but if you want me to help you, I'm here for that.
And I'm lucky to learn from a doctor/entrepreneur like you. You are a role model to us all.
I know what you've been doing.
This is Womentum, a startup accelerator like no other for the best boss ladies in the Middle East. Womena. Did you hear that? Startups, boss ladies, Middle East. Womena. At the end of the day, I'm an investor, and this is a business decision.
Welcome everybody to the Womentum Demo Day.
We are the region's first and only mobile e-vendor.
We are building this bridge between digital and physical play.
Hi everyone, my name is Amenia. I'm co-founder and CEO of Depshi, where we are making from every wardrobe a fashion store.
Passport, the first online platform connecting athletes in our region with international sports scholarships.
I was so proud of the startups, honestly, when I saw them on stage. These are boss ladies. These are not the profiles of entrepreneurs that people see every day. And I have to invest in one of them. And I need to sit with my investment advisors, and I need to get their opinion.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. So good to see you.
Yeah.
Come in. Let's eat some jerk chicken.
Sammy is, a serial entrepreneur and a successful investor. And to him, it's more about a business case because I sometimes struggle with what my priorities should be. So really talking to Sammy will help kind of lay out the pros and cons of those.
I wanted to have one more conversation with Sophie, my investment advisor, about which startup I need to invest in. And unfortunately, she couldn't come to Dubai. So I decided to come to Paris to have that final little conversation. Et toi?
Ouais, très bien. Sophie and I actually have a lot of similarities. She almost reminds me of a kind of a version of myself down the line, like the boss lady that I want to become. And she really understands from a human perspective and an emotional intelligence perspective what would be the right fit for me.
Thank you very much.
Merci.
What's your investment strategy?
I want to invest in a company that I'm proud to have in my portfolio, or a company that I can actually add value to.
Okay. So that should limit you already.
I think the first one clearly is Luxury Promise. I'm the perfect profile of an investor for Luxury Promise, and I can really see myself adding a lot of value.
Yeah.
I like being an active investor. I have built a very strong network in the Middle East, specifically potential customers of hers. Like the people that I know are the perfect profile for either future investors or the buyers and the sellers. Sabrina has come in with her eye on the prize from the beginning. She doesn't miss an opportunity to make a joke about the investment. In Berlin, especially, we saw that she repeated a lot of the same script and wasn't as, real or authentic at the beginning.
But how do I make money for my honey?
So how do I make money for my honey?
No money, no honey. How can I make more money for my honey?
No money, no honey. This is kind of what it's all about. I always say my life is literally like
on a runway. I give this example. My life is like a runway.
I tend to be very wary of people like that, actually. Over time, I think we gained her trust, and I think I gained her trust, and she's opened up about her own struggles and her own frustrations and her own, guilt.
There's one thing that mothers have is guilt. So it's the one thing that you always have. So when you have your children, you'll be like, even if you go to work, you're like, oh, I feel guilty, I'm not with my children. For me, I think the biggest lesson, and this is something that life has taught me as bad experiences, my dad passed away when I was 22, and when he died, I had to have the independence that nobody, like all of a sudden you lose a parent. So I want to teach my children that you need to have independence.
Luxury Promise is an established business, and there's an incredibly clear path to exit, and it's probably already in process. I think they're already walking out that exit door, and that's great for you as an investor.
The second company that I think I can add a lot of value to would be a Debshi. Okay, both of them are fashion, clearly, but I'm somebody who likes fashion, and Debshi is looking to enter the Egyptian market, which I have very strong relationships with, especially in e-commerce.
The thing that impresses me with them is the number of users they have. They're engaged, they have a large market share, they know what to do in their backyard.
As good as Debshi could be and are potentially, I just don't have that connection with the founders where I want to back them. I feel like they've been pretty disengaged.
Fair enough. If it was my checkbook, I'm fully on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's this preconception of women investors or women only being interested in beauty or fashion or education startups. And that's what's so frustrating is literally if you look at the Womena portfolio, we don't have a single beauty or fashion business in our portfolio, and yet that's the assumption. So if one day I do make a fashion investment, everybody is going to be like, oh, of course they're making a fashion investment. They're a women fund or a women company.
There's nothing wrong with a fashion business, but you're going to get that question. The best way to make them eat crow is to say, well, no, look, this investment got me this return.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you make it?
Okay, so Passport, I love Nada. She's reminded me a little bit of me, but better.
I felt a lot in common with Elissa, actually. I mean, I know she's been in a longer process, but when I see her, I see things that I want to be like that. Like she's super positive, people's person, but then there's a lot, I think, if you dig deeper, if she steps back, there's a lot of things she's trying to work on continuously and is vulnerable about, and I think I have a lot of that too. A lot of people tell you, okay, you're great at this, but inside you're being a bit harder on yourself, or you're trying to achieve things on your own that you're not achieving, so you're a bit more insecure about some things, and that's normal.
It took me years to learn the lessons that she seems to have learned in the last 2-3 months.
So she's a shining star. There's a wonderful soul in the business, but commercially, there needs to be a little more detail and analysis of the business plan. Me advising you, I would say it's still a bit early. It's tough.
I think straight off the bat, Dimension 14 are a company that I don't want to consider anymore. They've changed their fundraising strategy, and so they said they don't want to go after VC funding.
We're in quite a unique situation at the moment, and we decided actually we're not going to raise at this time.
As an investor, you don't necessarily want to be convincing the companies that you're going into that to take your capital.
What about Maker Brain?
Check it.
Do you understand now what they're doing?
I do understand what Maker Brain doing. I always understood what Maker Brain were doing. You and Sammy didn't understand what Maker Brain was doing.
I still can't fully wrap my head around the overall use case and how big that market's going to be, and where it gets used, and how you really make a lot of money with this business.
Okay, but they literally just found out that over the last 2 months of the program, by chance, without any effort, their product went viral in New Zealand because one teacher was looking to teach her students design, and then she told another teacher who told another teacher, and the next thing you know, they have 30 schools and 700 kids in New Zealand using their product with zero marketing spend.
So it's an exceptional product.
It's an exceptional product.
Maybe you have a big business there, right?
That's what I'm telling you. They embody their business.
Yeah.
They are Maker Brain. Like their house is filled with toys and gadgets and puzzles and trinkets and things that they build, and their office is covered with toys, and they live it and they breathe it, and that's what I want to see in a founder. So we have Fresh Source. Brother and sister, I love the team.
They're a good team, the two of them. Yeah.
And they geek out over it. Also, they developed technology during the program, which I did not think they were going to do.
Incredible.
They're adding the tech, right? And I think that was a prerequisite.
Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong, we're all learning that it's more of a focus on disrupting than it is on tech.
Yeah.
They're solving a massive problem, and they're doing it well. And the two founders are willing to listen.
Farah also has been one of those founders that, as kind as she is reserved, you know? She doesn't want to show like weakness.
They do hold their cards close to their chest. I got that feeling too, but I think it's also because of their age. They're young, they still feel a bit formal. I think once that guard is down and they allow an investor to come in and take a deep dive into their business and get the insight of their business, they're going to even come out of their shells more, and they're going to be true rock stars.
How is that 100K going to be useful?
100K from me would go really far in Fresh Source. I'd get a good sizable chunk of equity in that business.
But your footprint in there is money.
I don't know how much value I can add to Fresh Source beyond financial. I don't have relationships in agriculture anywhere.
But at the same time, when it comes to impact, do you feel that, you know, an investment in this company creates the same kind of investment in something like Shafat?
Well, obviously, then we have Shafat.
Yeah, very strong.
Add to that you have these two inspiring leaders who are running the company. I find that when you're making a decision, I'm hoping that one is also in your top three, because it is just a wonderful business, and it's something which you'd be proud to have on your list of portfolio companies, or should be proud to have on your list of portfolio companies, and could very easily one day have a big exit beside it.
For sure.
And a bigger exit with bigger returns than some of the other options. My biggest question mark was their expansion strategy.
What's amazing is they sat down with our BCG consultants during the program and basically ran the numbers and saw that actually expanding to Saudi was not the best option for them given their initial calculations.
Okay, so now I love them even more.
I love them even more. They looked at the numbers and literally like, oh, I guess the numbers tell us it's not right. Okay, well, we're changing.
They're very driven and strong and focused on their business. Do they have a functioning relationship?
A little bit worried maybe about the co-founders being best friends and living together. It reminds me of being a co-founder with my best friend and living together, and we did everything wrong that made our relationship very toxic, and I fear that may happen to them.
Yeah, but did you see anything that allow you to think that this would happen with them? Or is it just you just juxtaposing your experience with theirs? Because they have a successful business. Growing business?
Yes.
Healthy relationship?
Yes.
Complementary personalities?
Yes.
Boundaries?
Yes.
So what the heck are you talking about when you say I'm expecting this to fall down any moment?
You think it's my own trauma?
I think so, yeah.
I think maybe it's...
Unless there's something I haven't seen.
I am an assistant lecturer of pediatrics, so I used to teach. And now I have to make a decision if I want to be a professor or not, because I'm up to a promotion. My heart says I can help more patients through Shafat. But it can't be just my decision. I have my father, my mother, who have been thinking of me as this professor. Well, I want to quit, but I just can't figure a way out to inform my parents of that. When is this going to be aired?
I don't know. Maybe it's my own trauma projecting. It's just a fear. I don't know. It's a fake. I can't. So, okay, that's great.
Beautiful business, tough decision again, right?
Well, this is the whole point of this conversation.
Story of your life.
Even though I really tried to stay emotionally unattached, you just feel some people's hearts, and you know how much they're putting into this business, and it's as much as I'm putting into my business, and it's just there's a bond there, and I don't want to say bye to any of them.
I mean, I've only known them for, I've spent 3 solid days with them, and I even feel that attachment, so I couldn't even imagine how you and the team are dealing with this.
Oh, man,
it's tough.
Tough choice.
Yeah, tough choice. I have a whole flight back to Dubai to think about it.